I'd love to talk about the spoils thing that you've got with, your brother Micro and my two uncles Ace and Greg, or Dreege as you like to call him. I mean, it's an annual golf tournament that you four blokes play. Run us through it, because I think it's a very important piece of your story.
Yeah, it is. It's a great story. As we got the two elder boys, which is me and Greg or Dreege, who are about the same age. Both went to the same school, and then the two younger blokes, Michael or Micro, and Marty or Ace, and they were in the same year as well. So anyway, growing up, going to school together, there was always a lot of times where we did things together, and as we got older, a bit of rivalry developed, as it does with everything. And we'd be sitting in a pub one time talking about, who was the better cricket family, or who was the better football family, or whatever. And a few more beers, and it'd lead to all sorts of carry on. But as we got a bit older and golf started to become more and more of a thing, that's where we got fairly fierce with our rivalry. So one day we just said, well, we better settle this. So, how are we going to do that? Well, okay, let's go out one day. We'll come up with a format. We'll play golf, and whoever loses has to shout dinner to the winners. So we just wandered out to a golf course in Canberra one day, played 36 holes, or as it turned out, 39 holes, because we were all square after 36. And I think I rolled in a curly 12-footer on the 39th to bring home the bacon. So the McKerihans won the inaugural spoils, as we labelled it. So there we were in the pub, Kingo that night, talking about what a great day that was. That was fantastic, some great golf, and Micro, I think, got us back in it on about the second last hole, and then we went 2 extra holes, and this is fantastic, and we should do more of this. So we just decided, well, let's do it every year. Okay, well, how are we going to do it? So it all just evolved from that. We decided we were going to fund it through our magnificent punting, because we were all exceptional punters. And year 2, we didn't punt so well, but we still chuffed off somewhere, and we made a long weekend of it, and we played some great golf. We had a bit of fun. The Haywoods won this year, so all of a sudden it's 1-1, and it has all just taken on from there, and we're up to about year 24 now.
24 years, haven't missed a year?
Last year, well, very, very sadly, the first year we missed was the MLS passed away, so there's a big teardrop in that year. And then with us all starting to struggle a bit with old age and other complications, we didn't manage to squeeze one out in 2019.
You might have to revert to putt, mate.
Well, no, we'll find a way. And Greggy particularly is desperate for us to get out.
Oh, yeah.
And we might have to make up. We might have to do a double header this year.
Sounds like a struggle.
I mean, I suppose what I want to talk about is how important that group of mates and your brother, how important that's sort of been through your life. I mean, I'm sure there's a group chat, and I often used to hear stories from Ace and Greg about how every Christmas we'd talk about how'd the punting club go this year, because Poss and Gaz would always be talking about who won spoils and how the punting group's going. So how important has that been as a group of mates and circle?
It's key, and I mean we mentioned that little group, which is just 4 of us, an annual golf trip, but you mentioned your WhatsApp groups and whatnot. I've got a little collect of old footy mates who still chat a lot and send a lot of beer selfies and quaddie every Saturday, which is just magnificent, because it's just an opportunity with everything that everyone's battling with. It's just great to be able to pick up your phone, reach out, and some chat happens. Then there's another little group which is old cricket mates. And it is, sometimes I just sit there, obviously just realising, where would I be without this sort of reach out? Because these are a lot of my friends that I grew up with who live a long way away now, so I can't jump on the phone and say, let's pop down to the pub for a beer. But we can almost do that virtually now. So it's very valuable. And it's interesting too, because it's funny when arguments arise, and how sometimes there's yelling and screaming goes on in your chat groups, and then someone leaves the group, and you think, oh,
Yeah, piss off.
Got him.
oh.
Never liked that fella anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's the whole sledging. Sledging is an art. Is an art.
Yeah,
And growing up playing cricket in Canberra, particularly, there's a lot of it went on. But it's one thing that it's an actual skill to be able to sledge well, but again, without hurting people, without it getting too personal.
There's a difference between insulting someone and just getting under their skin. Oh my God. Like that is what, to me, that's what sledging is. It's just finding a way to get under their skin.
And you love doing it too.
That's right.
You're a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean,
Oh, mate, I'm good at it.
we know how to get under each other's skin, and we do it intentionally a lot of the time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It is good.
Oh, it is.
The other thing too with those group chats, it gives you the ability to sort of escape what's going on and just get into a whole new thing. Like at night, it's it's great getting in there and seeing what everyone's been up to. It's great opportunity to just switch off as well, which is great.
Yep.
To be honest, I've gone away from the group chats a little bit because I've found that with the amount of, I suppose, interaction on social media with Trademark that I do.
Oh, you do heaps, yeah.
It's you kind of, when I get home of a night, it's the last thing I want to do is look at my phone anymore. And so for me, that's probably one sort of thing that's fallen away a little bit. It's just a tendency to like not want to do it because of just the technology thing. It's just like
Enough already.
need a break from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also as is everyone, a very big, people like face to face person. You can't beat that, but I suppose
We have been through COVID, so
WhatsApp is the next best thing, isn't it? So it's
WhatsApp, yeah.